Hello, thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Roberts, and we have the pleasure of the company of Kevin Pennebecker. He is the Vice President of Marketing at Mr. Fix-It and also UPKEEP. What is UPKEEP?
Well, UPKEEP is actually a quarterly maintenance program where we've tied in a full home warranty to cover the items in their home. And by that I mean if something goes wrong with your electrical, your plumbing, your appliances, or your heating and cooling system, then we will either repair it or replace it. In addition, we come out 4 times a year to do maintenance in the home, just to make sure that those items that we are covering are maintained the way they should be maintained to make them last longer.
Okay, so folks are intimidated. And I am one of those folks. I'm very much a civilian, like it's all I can do to get the garage door to go up. But so do you have a relationship evolving here where you're in regular contact? Like if I just have a question?
Oh, absolutely. Our clients, they get to know us, and obviously we're coming out 4 times a year, so we get to know them, get to know their pets, get to know their kids, that kind of a thing. But we also have somebody back in the office that we call a home manager. And the home manager is the one that's directly responsible for talking to the clients, scheduling those maintenance visits, or where we do reach out to the clients, not the client's responsibility. Mm-hmm. So we reach to them. And then if they have any question about something, hey, this is going on with my stove, then that's when they'll schedule the claim for our technician to go out there and take a look at it to find out what's wrong.
There's a word here, upkeep. I mean, this is sort of not just a model, but a process.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, that's why we call it a maintenance program and warranty, because the maintenance is going to keep things up the way they're supposed to be running, whether it's, cleaning the coils on the refrigerator or running cleaning vinegar through the dishwasher and the washer to get rid of the hard water scaling that we have here, helps them run more efficiently. Doing the spring and fall clean and check on the heating and cooling system to help them run more efficiently. Absolutely right.
Okay, so what happens when I get a visit? Like, what kind of work are you guys doing?
Everything from as simple as changing the furnace filters, because not that many people change their furnace filters as often as they should. But we're also, as I mentioned, cleaning the coils in the refrigerator. We are checking switches and outlets to make sure that they're working properly. We're checking to see if there are any leaks around the house that maybe the homeowner didn't even know about, that type of thing. We clean dryer vents, not the lint trap, but the actual dryer vent.
Oh, wow.
Because that's actually a fire hazard.
I'm not kidding. I never even thought of that.
It's something you should do. Mm-hmm. It's not that hard to do on your own if you have a long brush or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what it does, it's because there are thousands of home fires every year due to lint buildup in the dryer vent. And if you're having a problem with your dryer not drying the clothes properly, it's probably because the dryer vent is clogged.
Oh.
And so we can unclog it, make sure it's running more efficiently, but also it removes the fire hazard.
Now, UPKEEP, does there include in that sort of advice about, okay, and I'm just going to use my own personal example. I know I have a roof that's 15 years old, and as I stand on the curb and look at it, looks fine to me. I don't have any leaks, but then I'm worried, like, do I need to move on this? And are you guys going to have an opinion about that I can trust?
Yeah, we do. Actually, one of our maintenance visits, we do something called an exterior checkup. And it is simply one of the guys walking around the house looking to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Maybe there's some missing or bad weather stripping or caulking. Maybe there's a hole where there shouldn't be a hole. And we can even get a roofing company to come in and fly a drone over the roof to check it to make sure it's okay. And even it's still valuable because even if you just had a new roof a couple of months ago, I mean, you of all people, but all of us know what kind of weather we get in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You could
hail and flooding especially.
Yeah, right. So you could have a new roof 2 months ago, but it could be damaged today. Mm-hmm. And so by having that person check the roof, we can make some recommendations for them.
All right, Kevin, is there anything we haven't covered that you'd like to address here?
Well, I think it's important to note that we are local. Our offices are in St. Charles.
Why is that important?
So many other companies use call centers, who knows where. They're located any place in the United States. The call centers don't necessarily have any kind of relationship with their clients. You might get somebody very helpful in the call center today, but just a complete jerk in a few weeks, and they don't know what's going on between the two of them. But by being here local, having that home manager, when you call us with the problem, you're going to talk to somebody in St. Charles. And so it's just that much more simple. They understand what's happening. They can joke about some things that have occurred. They can talk about the local game, whatever it may be. It's just important. And plus, St. Louisans like working with people in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. And you're right here. If I have something I need to talk to you about, I can get in touch with you. But what's
Absolutely.
the best way to do that, Kevin?
Well, there's two ways. The best way is probably the phone number, which is 636-387-7331. Or you can go out to the website, which is upkeepstl.com.
And when I call, I will get a human being answering the phone.
You will.
What?
I know. Isn't that something?
That's crazy. Are you artificial intelligence? Nope, I'm just Kevin.
Yeah, just Kevin. It's here.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We've been talking with Kevin Pennebecker. Kevin is Vice President of Marketing at Upkeep and Mr. Fix-It. Kevin, thanks so much for coming down
My
here
pleasure.
and spending time with us today.
My
And thank
pleasure.
you
Thank you.
for the gift of your time today. Have a great day.